You're not shy of coming forward with how much your companies have earned, and you've let everyone know over a gradual period how much that is. How do you deal with the haters and the people that think you're faking it?
So I uploaded not last week, I believe the week before that. One of the very unique things about me, and I'm very, very grateful about this, is I started uploading on YouTube in 2015. So I said 2 weeks ago, every year we try to do like basically my full agency journey. So we did one like 2 years ago, my first 4 years in agency. So, and it's not only just agency, you got to see me at 16 years old with acne on my face. And, you know, I used to go to Brixton Bookmongers because I couldn't afford the books at Waterstones. So rather than spending 12 pounds at Waterstones, you know, I wouldn't take the tube, I'd take the bus because under 16, you know, like with the Oyster cards, it was free. So I take the bus all the way to Brixton. I go to Brixton Bookmongers and I'd buy, you know, for 12 pounds, I'd buy 6 books rather than buying, you know, one for 12 pounds. And that was basically my month's reading sorted. So I think that's a very unique perspective where, you know, I was uploading on YouTube for 3 years before I ever monetized it in any form or fashion. And that was just because I don't know, I had an interest in it. I felt very alone growing up, single child, single mom. And quite frankly, like, I don't blame the people in my school, but, you know, I guess what would you say, you know, when you've got like a 14, 15, 16-year-old, like I used to spend my lunches either eating alone, reading a book, or I used to, and my best friend who went to school with me, like this, he tells everyone this story. And because sometimes like people will meet my friends and they're like, was he actually like this? And my best friend will be like, dude, he literally used to sit in the bathroom stalls meditating, because the issue is I was getting so little sleep between trying to start the business and then also going to school that I knew that if I meditate in the morning, like I was just way too tired. And if I meditated at night, I would just fall asleep. Like I would literally just pass out. So I used to do it at my lunchtime break. So I think that's a very unique perspective. I think when it comes to me sharing how much money I make, I think maybe some people, I don't know, like, I'll be honest, I actually don't get many haters. Like I think that's also just because I've been very real over time. I'm very polarizing. I'm
not quite as polarizing as Andrew Tate, but you're getting there.
Not quite, not quite. But you know, like I don't know. I'm very outspoken about things, and I've been outspoken since day one. Like this isn't anything new. So yeah, I don't know. Funnily enough, I actually don't get many haters. And on the whole money thing, for me, it's kind of the same thing as like if, I don't know, you're a professional boxer, like you just talk about what you're, you know, how many wins you've had, how many losses you've had, or if you're, you know, if you're a marathon runner and you run your best marathon time that year, you tell people, but like people applaud and they're like, oh my God, you accomplished. And it's like, you know, in the game of entrepreneurship and that whole world, in the business world, money is just simply a way to keep track of how well you're doing. Like, I think there's this notion that, you know, the super wealthy are these greedy people who trick. And it's like, no, like you can't get very far. You know, maybe you can do that for a year, 18 months, but you really can't get
you get found out, don't you?
Very, very quickly. Yeah. So, you know, funnily enough, I don't feel like I get much hate.